22-point win for Michigan this past week, 25 the year before. Neither of them, however, touched the last biggest victory that Michigan's had over Ohio State, a 28-point margin of victory in your famous Heisman pose game back in 1991. How much crap do you get when you're setting that? What was Saturday like for you before and throughout? Walk me through your Saturday being in Columbus, Ohio, Desmond.
Well, Rich, it's a very strange energy when I'm there, and I just try to, because it's like no other place where I go, and I just try to.
Well, you're from Ohio. You were from Ohio, Desmond. You're from Ohio. That's correct, right, Desmond?
Born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio.
There you go.
I didn't leave the main streets of Cleveland, Ohio, until I went to Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Okay.
And I'm a Ohio native,
yep.
And I just tell you what, I started the morning by popping up on the game day desk and staring down the crowd as the boos rained down upon me. That's how I started my Saturday morning, and that was me just embracing and just using all of that negativity and channeling my my Wolverine ancestors to help me through these 3 hours I'm about to have to go through with these people just, booing every time they see me on the screen and every time I open my mouth. And I was able to power through it, so to speak, with the help of, the Wolverine faithful. So that pretty much sums up the television part. And then the rest, I was on the sideline with your guy. I saw you had Bruce Feldman on the show, too. Yep. And I was on the sideline talking to Bruce, and, we pretty much saw the same thing. And one more thing. At halftime, I spoke to David Pollack on the bus, and I said, David, as a Michigan alum, I'm really comfortable with us being down 3 points, or Michigan being down 3 points, knowing that they just to me, they had just taken Ohio State's best shot in that first half. Because to me, Ohio State clearly outplayed Michigan in the first half, and they were only up by 3 points. I said, so going in the second half, our guys, the coaches in Michigan, they make really good adjustments at halftime. I said, so as a Michigan alum, down 3 points in the shoe, based on what I've seen so far in the first half, I'm comfortable with this.
Well, we would have signed for it prior to the game, or certainly after Jim made the decision to kick the ball to them first, put the defense, Michigan's defense, on first, and then Ohio State just, knife through hot butter their way right down the field. And until Cornelius Johnson made that catch and run on a third down, by the way, that a catch that existed because J.J. Made a great throw with a rush right in his face, and the game turned right then and there. Marvin Harrison Jr. is amazing, right? He is as good as they come from what you've seen. And other than that catch, he was pretty much removed from the game. And now fans kind of want Ryan Day removed. Didn't you sort of say that on game day prior to the game? That if that happened, and did Kirk give you a little bit of grief for that, Des?
Well, hey, I 100% predicted that on game day. I don't know if it's running on any loops around here, but that's exactly what I said. And I said, we and everyone else need to understand that Ryan Day has been talking about the revenge factor, and they were scarred last year, and all of this stuff. And I said, well, I would be hesitant to, I would say, for lack of a better phrase, put all the eggs in this one basket, because you've had a great season. And once you start to sell to your fans, to your alumni, to your team, that this is everything, and if you happen to stumble, then everybody's going to look at you like your season was a complete failure. And I said, if he loses a second time in a row to Michigan, I said they're going to want to get Urban Meyer off of that Fox set and have him coach.
That's exactly what happened.
What I said.
And that's exactly what happened. However, now the College Football Playoff Committee has spoken. These two teams could face each other again. I mean, that's entirely feasible right now, Des.
Yeah, it's
Entirely.
an option. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. I think that the likelihood of them being put in a position where they would face Michigan first I don't think that's going to happen. I think they'll go to 4.
They'd have to play in.
You got Georgia at 1.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, and then they will have to tussle with Georgia, which would be interesting.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.